This video I'm going to make today is related to postpartum. How to keep your diet postpartum, and some tips to manage your diet during the postpartum. So recently I just delivered a baby. I have come across some tips and tricks how you will manage your about how to manage your diet postpartum. So postpartum is the phase which is usually called as the fourth trimester after pregnancy. So pregnancy usually has 3 trimesters. So the after delivering the baby, so the last 40 days is called as the postpartum phase. So during this time, like the mother and the child, they both have to like as the mother breastfeeds the child, she has to follow some diet so that good nutrition goes to the child, and the mother has to take care of herself also along with the child. So as I was experiencing this phase in my life, I decided to make a video so that it can help some people in future, how to manage their diet. And there are some myths related to this diet, for the old wife tales. So we will be busting those myths in this video. So let's get started. During this phase, during this 40 days phase, this 40 days is considered as a recovery phase for the mother. And you can choose, a mother chooses like how long she wants to breastfeed her child. WHO has recommended for 6 months, like minimum 6 months, a child should be breastfed. But some mothers opt for formula feeding also. So this video is related for the breastfeeding mothers. So during this, while I was going through this phase, I came across some tips. So we'll go into that. So first tip is that you have to keep your timings same every day, like your lunch time, your dinner time, your breakfast time. You do not want to skip any of these timings, or you just don't want to change the timings here and there. So keep same timings for all your meals, so that would have a consistency in your diet. And as your body produces milk, you will have a consistent flow for that. And this also prevents the babies from being gassy. So the second tip here I have is that you have to keep a good water intake as per your weight, and like how much you have put on or not, but you have to keep a good water intake. So 8 to 10 glasses a day is recommended, but you can switch over more or less according to your weight, and according to the type of the body structure you have. The tip here is that you have to keep a water bottle along with you while you are breastfeeding the baby. So keep a water bottle, or the next thing you can do is that you can have you can breastfeed the baby, and before and after breastfeeding you can drink a glass of water after doing that. So what happens is that the water intake, the breast milk is usually mainly made up of water. 70% it is water, and other 30% is it is the other nutrients. So 70% of water, so naturally you are going to need a lot of water during this time. And the second thing is that the water keeps breast milk in a very it doesn't thick, it loosens up the breast milk, and hence the watery breast milk is good for your child, and it helps in the digestion for your child. Yes, so the myth related to drinking a lot of water is that some people say that if you drink more water, the baby won't get enough of nutrients. So this is totally wrong. So you should always drink a lot of water while breastfeeding, and naturally you will be very thirsty while you're breastfeeding. So in this phase, the second thing here I wanted to tell you is that don't look for weight loss during this period, during 6 months period, like whatever time you are breastfeeding your child, because weight loss goes hand in hand while breastfeeding. Yeah, because God has made a woman's body an amazing body. So once you start breastfeeding, you will burn up a lot of calories during this time. So weight loss comes naturally during breastfeeding. So you don't have to look up for a diet which is for weight loss. Forget about weight loss for next 6 months. You will naturally lose your gained pregnancy weight during this period. Yeah, the third tip here I wanted to give is that include shatavari powder in your diet. I had started using shatavari powder during my 7th month of pregnancy. This shatavari powder I found, which I found is very good for milk production. So once my baby girl was delivered, I had no issues regarding milk production in my body, because I had heard many people saying that कि दूध कम आ रहा है, दूध में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, दूध आने में, like not able to breastfeed the child. So I did not face this problem during immediately after delivery. So there is the first milk which comes to a mother is called as the colostrum. So that is dense milk, and it is yellowish in color, and which is very healthy for your baby. It contains a lot of antibodies into it, and 2-3 drops of that milk is also very good for your baby. So in a good hospital they recommend you to breastfeed immediately after you have delivered your baby, whether it is a C-section or whether it is a normal delivery. I had a C-section delivery. So while I was on my surgery table, at that time itself my baby was delivered, and I had breastfeed my baby. So shatavari powder keeps it is usually known for a natural ingredient to keep all your female reproductive system in a good shape. So the milk issue, I did not face that issue once I had started this powder. So next tip I wanted to give you is that you can have gond ke laddu, or these laddus which are traditionally made in for a girl who has recently delivered. So you can have those laddus. I usually have this laddu at in early in the morning, like at 4 or 5 o'clock, once I am done feeding my child. So I have this laddus with 1 cup of milk, warm milk. So tip here I wanted to give you is that you do not overdo it with these laddus, because these laddus contain a lot of ghee into it. So ghee, you should always have ghee as a normal person has it, because once you stock up on ghee, you will really gain weight very fast, and this weight is like it does no good for you. So better you have just maintain this much quantity of a laddu, a medium sized laddu I would say, and you can have it with milk early in the morning, like whenever you want. But the tip here is that just don't don't overdo with the ghee stuff, because it is going to contribute to your weight gain. So uh, if you feel hungry after breastfeeding, you can have a fruit, or you can have some other normal stuff which we eat, like makanas, or you can have chapati. These stuff you can eat, but don't overdo with the ghee. So the third tip fourth tip I wanted to give here is that you should with water, you can always uh, in the water which you intake, you can heat up the water and you can add ova like ajwain plus balan shepa. Balan shepa is like the dill seeds, which you call it. You can add those, and plus you can add fennel seeds, which is badi shape, and you can heat up that water. You can keep boil that water, and once it has cooled down, you can drink that water. So this tip was given by one of my friends. She told me to drink that water, that because these all three ingredients help in the digestion of the baby. So once in a while you can enjoy your sandwich, or some non-healthy stuff which you can say and which you are really stopped from eating. So you can once in a while you can enjoy this. Plus if you drink this water, you can your baby won't become colic, or it won't the baby won't have gases into it, and won't cry at the nights. So this water is really useful. So the fifth tip here I wanted to give is that you should have enough of proteins in your diet. So proteins comes in many forms. So usually you should have proteins, like if you have delivered or not delivered. uh, Proteins in Indian diet, I have observed that proteins is really very less. So vegetarian people can have paneer, tofu, or you can stock up on pulses, but don't overdo all these things. You should maintain a ratio for this stuff. So you can eat all these things for vegetarian people, and for non-vegetarian people you can have an egg every day, plus you can have chicken. But chicken, I had made up a soup, which I have shared a link. I'll share the link over here somewhere above. So you can go through that recipe and you can prepare chicken soup over there. I have not tried eating many pieces of chicken because my baby is 2 months old, but I'm just going slow with it. Once I'll have one piece, and then gradually I'm going to increase my things, like the things which I'm going to consume. So you can have that. For eggs, you can make egg burji with chapati, etc. uh, and the sixth tip I wanted to give here is you eat a lot of green leafy vegetables. You can include as many as you can into your diet, because green leafy vegetables are easy to digest, and it won't cause gases in your baby. Along with the vegetables, you have to avoid other vegetables like cauliflower, cabbage, uh, brinjals, eggplants, capsicum. These vegetables, these are not suitable for the mother, especially because she has delivered a baby, and she has to recover internally. So these vegetables, do not help much for the mother's recovery. And plus the cabbage and these stuff, these causes smell for your breast milk. These produce smell, so the baby can also get irritated by the smell. So try avoiding these vegetables as much as you can. So next, I have to tell you that include a lot of fruits in your diet. So fruits you can have as a mid morning snack or as a mid evening snack. Avoid consuming fruit during late evenings. So fruits, you can have any fruit as you like, and fruits plus contribute to the weight loss also. So instead of stocking up on ghee like laddus and shiras on your evening snacks or the morning mid morning snacks, you can stock up on fruits. You can replace those by fruits. So uh, The next is that during pregnancy I used to soak some almond, one walnut, some almonds and raisins at the night, and in the morning I used to get up, and after brushing my teeth I used to have them first. So I continued this habit postpartum also. So I'm planning to continue this after I have stopped breastfeeding also, because this habit is a really good habit, and it is a good way to start your day with nuts. You can, because of the nuts you do not you do not have any gases related issues, because some people, they get up in the morning and they drink lemon water with ajwain and whatnot, and that causes gases and acidity problems. I have observed those. So this is a good alternative to start your day with, and you don't feel that hungry also within and within an hour, and you have energy for up to an hour to perform your exercises also, like if you are into yoga or walking. So these nuts provide a good amount of energy for an hour. And then afterwards you can cook your breakfast, and you can have your breakfast. So for the Gond ke laddu recipe, I have already shared it on my channel. So I'll attach the link here somewhere above. You can go through that, like how I have prepared Gond ke laddu, and you can have them early in the morning, or like whenever you want it. So this is all the tips which I came to know till now in 2 months after my pregnancy. So if you have any, you can just give in the comment section below, and please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.